Hi everyone, this is Crafty Decoria. I hope you're all doing great. Well, I wanted to pop on today and just make a quick and easy and beautiful DIY using Dollar Tree items. I really haven't been able to make very many DIYs for a while now. I have been really busy prioritizing my daughter and her schooling as she is homeschooling, and so I've been helping her a lot with that. So unfortunately, my channel has really not had a lot of activity on it, but I have missed so much sharing with all of you. I really admire the YouTubers who make those videos of 25, 50, 100 simple DIYs from Dollar Tree items. I admire you because I know the work that goes into making the DIY, filming the DIY, and then editing and uploading the DIY. I applaud you all. I unfortunately don't have the time that I want to put into making my videos, but I still really want to share. And when I'm making the DIY for myself, I just really want to film it and then upload it to my channel. However, they're pretty simple. They may just be one simple DIY that I'm uploading, but I figure if you get enjoyment out of it, if you want to create it, if you want to put your own special touch to it and make it your own, then that makes me happy knowing that you did get some enjoyment out of it. So I may just be making smaller videos, simple videos, but I still want to connect with all of you who are subscribed to my channel or who just come to my channel once in a while, or maybe my video comes up recommended and you click on it. So I want to continue making videos. I'm going to try as hard as I can, and hopefully you, as I said, will find enjoyment out of them. So let's jump into the video. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so to begin, I have my Dollar Tree rolling pin as well as my Dollar Tree Instant Shoe Shine shoe polish. Now, you don't have to do this step, but I wanted to have a little bit of a darker wood to resemble more of a tree. So I'm just going to give this rolling pin a few coats with the shoe polish, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so next I have my decorative bells. I'm gonna go ahead and remove them from the packages, and I'm gonna lay them out how I want my tree to go. Color-wise, but also how many bells I need width-wise, so that I have the perfect amount, so as I keep going up, it forms the shape of a tree. So I've gone ahead and laid out all my bells the way I want them to sit. And 4 boxes work perfectly. That's 32 bells. Now the bottom row will have 8 bells. And what I decided to do is I'm going to glue each row first and then pile them on top of each other to form the tree. With the hot glue, it's probably not going to keep your bells together enough to keep them strongly secured. So what I did at first is I added my bells. So you're just going to take the first bell, and then with the lip of the second bell, you're going to overlap it on the lip of the first bell, and you're going to have the hot glue hold that together. You continue until your row is complete. Once it's complete, Then I went ahead and added some more hot glue to the bottom. Now I might just go ahead and add the E6000 glue to the bottom because that's gonna keep it together much better. And once that is dry, then I'll flip it over and then add some more E6000 glue in between the bells on the top. When I've done that to every row, I'm pretty safe and secure that my rows are going to stay adhered together. And then I can start adding the E6000 glue and hot glue to pile my rows on top. Once I've done that, my top of the tree is complete. Then I'll just have to, again with my E6000 glue and hot glue, glue it to the base or to the rolling pin. Now I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead, I might go ahead and just glue the base on now so it'll give it a good amount of time to dry, so that by the time I'm done assembling all my bells and rows, I'll be able to glue it onto the rolling pin. And after that, all I'll have left to do is add my string lights. Okay guys, so a little change in plans. I was going to use the glass candle holder for the base of the tree because I just thought it was a really pretty item to use for a base. But I think this would have worked a lot nicer had I had one of those, you know, Dollar Tree sells the slices of, they look like wood slices. I think you get like 6 in a pack. I think that would have been better had I had one of those to glue it on top and then glue the wood to the round. But I decided to go with another item that I already had on hand, and it is from Dollar Tree. It is the wooden cube. So I decided to stain it with the shoe polish so that it matches the rolling pin. So I'm going to take my E6000 glue and my hot glue, center the rolling pin on the block, glue them together, and once it has dried for a little bit, we're going to start assembling our Jingle Bell tree. Okay, so I'm ready to start assembling the tree. The next item that I have from Dollar Tree is the wired garland ties. And I decided to use these because I think it will just be another thing that the bells can adhere to keep them in place. So I'm gonna start with gluing one on the rolling pin and then alternate between the row of bells and the garland tie. Once I have reached the top, I will take my light strand and wrap it around the tree, light it up, and then show you how pretty this tree looks all put together. How I'm going to glue these on is I'm going to take my E6000 glue and I'm going to turn my bells upside down. So the snowflake is going to be facing up and the other side is going to be facing down. So in between each bell there's a little space where I can add a dab of glue. So I'm going to add my E6000 glue to that. And then I'm going to take my hot glue and run it along the garland tie and then place my row of bells onto the garland tie on the rolling pin. And then I'll just hold it in place until the hot glue adheres it to the garland. And then once it doesn't move back and forth, I can continue with the other rows. Okay guys, so here is my Jingle Bell tree, and I love how it has turned out. Now I will say originally I wasn't going to add the garland ties. I was just going to place the bells on top of each other because I really love that look. And what I found with the bells is because they are metal, the hot glue does not adhere well on the bells. So I needed to add something that would give me another surface that could hold the bells together, if that makes any sense. And so I found that the garland ties would work great because it does give the look of a tree with the greenery, and then it still has the bells that I love. Now, I wanted to try making this tree using the mini balls from Dollar Tree, and that was the original plan. But I wanted the colors in the green, red, and silver because I do have all green and red for the winter season in my home. But I didn't have the mini balls in those colors. So I went ahead and made a tree the same way with the balls in the gold and silver, and I love how it turned out. And hopefully when I get to Dollar Tree again, I will pick up some more balls in the green, red, and silver because it was so much easier making the tree using these balls because the hot glue adheres the balls together really nicely, and it's also a lighter weight. With the bells, because it is metal and you're building layer upon layer, the higher you get, the more flimsy it is. And even though it's not like really flimsy, it does have some sway to it. But I'm going to be keeping it on my counter here, and it is against the backsplash, so it's not that bad. But like I said, there's not a ton of sway, but there is a little bit. Like, I wouldn't want to be moving it around all the time, just in case. But I did also add a lot of glue in between, which I actually like the look of it because it looks like it's melted snow or ice in between the balls, and it looks so pretty when I light it up. So let me go ahead and light it up. So I really love the look of that as well. And then I also added some lights to this little tree, which, like I said, if I do it again, I mean, I love using the jingle bells, but again, because they are metal, you do have to use the E6000 glue or the tree is not going to stay together. And then because it is metal, it is a little bit more weight. Whereas with these balls, it is super solid. So I really love how they both came out. But I would say if I do it again, I will do it with the little mini plastic balls from Dollar Tree. Well guys, just a super quick DIY to share with all of you. I hope you're all doing great. I hope you enjoyed this DIY. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Share the video if you can. It will greatly help my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, well, I'd absolutely love and appreciate it if you did. As always, guys, you take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye for now.